Clara Lawrence. Okay, so change plans. I need to be creative, so we're gonna play with a dragon. And I just drew out something real quick.
I'm
sorry, Mikey was distracting me there for a second.
Sorry.
Anyway, we've been doing a lot of business talk, and more business talk, and more business talk, and it's like, I'm an artist, and I need to create. So, got a sheet of Yupo paper here, and I drew out a dragon real quick. I already threw on some masking fluid, and I put it into a bottle. Yeah, it's one of the needle applicator bottles. This has a needle applicator on it, but they're super, super thin, and they just get kind of fussy, and they get clogged up really easily. Even though you can put a pin in it, it just seems to clog up. So these seem to work. I don't know if it's a little bit thicker needle, but I've tried all different kinds of things, and this one makes me happy and not want to throw the bottle across the room many times. So I went ahead and I drew that on this piece here, and you can see there's kind of a greenish tinge to it. It's already dry. So think of like rubber cement. You remember how rubber cement, you would paint it on?
Hey, Christy.
And when it would dry, you could peel it off. So that's basically what this material is. It's a masking fluid to keep very fluid materials off that area temporarily. So we are going to throw some color at it and just get right into playing. So
we got some people in.
We do have people in. I want to say hi to everybody. We got Christy in, just Janice, Belinda, and Tim. Howdy, howdy. And welcome. We got to play today. I need to play. I was watching Artapalooza sulking last night going, oh, way to play. Okay. So you ready to change up the angle a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mikey's going to work on setting this up so that you can have a little bit more of an overhead position. You want me to hold it while you get... Here. Why don't you give it to me for a moment?
No, it's okay. Just talk for a little bit.
Just talk for a little bit. Fill space. What? Okay. So basically, I just went in with a colored pencil. I'm sorry, a regular pencil. Drew out my sketch. It's still got pencil sketch lines on there. I'm not worried about it too much. I'm just going to go with it. And we're just going to apply probably a wash to the back area here, the background. And then go in, probably clean it up a bit, and then start working on some features. That's usually how I work on my dragons in a nutshell, to be honest with you. Throw color on it, clean it up. You're just going to spin it around over. Is it going to work? Did it click?
Can I rotate it?
All right. We're trying something new. We've got these mounts on our tripods that work with a magnetic.
It's upside
down. That is not going to work. What if you rotate the phone around?
Nope. I can try, but it's going to do this. Oh, there we go.
Did that work?
That works. I just have to adjust it a little bit.
Hopefully nobody got C-set. Hello, Kat. And hi, Diane. Thank you for hanging out with us. And I'm probably going to need some gloves for this, but I'm just going to go for it.
I'm going to shift it over a
You're
little
gonna
bit.
shift it over?
If you don't mind.
Is it all nice and angled up here? Okay. We are gonna maybe use a big brush. Maybe that'll help. Just to get the alcohol kind of in the area. Let's see. I was thinking of just blues and greens in the background. I'm using Pinata inks today. Just why not, right? Sometimes you just gotta play. Today I'm going to dab this in because I think if I hit it with a blow dryer, it's just going to go all over the place as far as blending the colors. And I may have to do the blow dryer from afar. Now this creates kind of a dam as far as color goes, but it doesn't prevent alcohol from like hopping that dam. So if you're trying to figure out a way to keep your colors from, you know, wandering, you may have to build up a higher dam or thicken it up so it makes it a little easier for you. And Julie just got through doing a piece where she did a tree in a circle, and she did a thin line of this same masking fluid, but then she thickened the line up with another type of latex. And so the two of them bonded together, so when it was done, it's like basically she created a really wide border on it, and then it was easy for her to keep the color in that same zone. So I thought that was brilliant. I may have to steal that idea personally, and I'm not opposed to stealing ideas. Okay, let's see if we can do this without screwing up. All I want to do is just get some alcohol in most of the area so that the colors can blend and flow. I'm not worried about the purple tint right now from my brush. Nor the hair that's in the background. Why is there always hair? Always hair.
There's always one. Most of the time, too.
And Smog hasn't even been in here this morning. She's going to hear me. Let's see.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Were you going to go get her or something? No, don't go get her. And I just put some random little swipes in the background with some of the masking fluid just to add a little bit of texture to it. I thought that might be fun. It was completely a last minute idea too. Okay, as usual I put on a lot of color. Minimal color is very hard for me. Get in their color. Thank you. Okay. Let's see if I can dry this without it going everywhere. I'm not too worried about the color coming in there. I usually almost always incorporate the colors into my dragons. So, hey, I just looked over and I see Miss Marcy, Miss Mixed Media. I can't talk. Mixed Media Girl. There, I got it in my mouth. Hey, lady. Oh, we got a new person, Simon. Hello. Okay. How did I get blue all over? Did it flick the edges? Oy. So Marcy and I have a lot in common as far as the way we work. On some projects I'm very fast moving on, and she does the same kind of thing too, and this is one of those mediums that I seem to move fairly quickly on. Or at least I think quickly, maybe, I don't know. You guys might have to get back with me on that. Marcy showed up. She's in here. Alright. Yes, I flicked color all over my dragon. I don't know why I did, Mikey. I'm sorry. I'm a slob.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? I have a feeling my pants are going to be blue and purple after this project. Just one of those kind of days. Alright, get it up in there, in the cracks here. I'm focusing, can you tell? Because I'm not talking too much.
We got a smog in the room.
Oh, did you fetch the cat?
No, I didn't.
She heard you.
But she heard me.
So Smog has this thing that she does with Mikey, and it's so funny. But he'll go take a shower, and she gets all happy, and she will want up on his shoulder and become Pirate Cat. And it's really cute, but she doesn't do it with anybody else. She only does it with Mikey. Here we go. All right, Mikey, you want to come over here and read the chat and let me know what's going on? Okay.
Mixed Media Girl's heading out.
She stopped by here briefly, huh? She's a very busy lady.
Yep.
Busy, busy, busy. Okay. Nervous chatter, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so all I'm doing is with a little bit of alcohol on my brush, just moving the color around, kind of diluting it up a little bit. You know how when you see photos taken of an image and it'll reflect colors that's like either on the wall or around the surrounding environments? That's kind of how I work with my colors here. Like if there's any overlapping color, I just go ahead and blend it in so that it looks like it's something that's reflecting the background. It looks intentional. Did you kick her out?
Yep.
She's going to be very hurt.
She is.
We're going to get those pitiful mews in a minute.
But the less hair, the better.
This is true. Fortunately, this is not resin today, so. You want to take the iPad? You want to take the iPad on your side?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you guys got any questions. We will do the questioning thing. What are you guys working on today? Any good stuff?
Oh, Janice likes the masking idea that you had.
I actually started working on the masking fluid idea when I used to be messing around a lot with cotton and doing quilting and stuff, and I was messing with the dyes and wanted to paint on the dyes or paint with dyes. And batik is one way you can do it and work with designs, but the batik also requires working with wax and, you know, boiling the wax and or boiling it off kind of deal. And there's a certain amount of treatment, and we were on a septic tank, so boiling the wax and dripping the wax, you know, get any part of that going into the septic was a big problem. So I had to look at other options, and they had water-based resist, and so that's kind of where this started from way back. So let's see now. wonder if we can add color and just go with it. Oh, there's another hair. Go figure. What's the deal? All the hairs. Alright. Build up some color here. So I'm just trying to work on tones right now. I start to build up some shadows and some depth.
So why the purple?
Why are you questioning purple? Why not purple? Purple's awesome color.
Okay. Blue's the best.
Defensive much? Yeah, right.
Blue's the best.
Blue's the best? Well, that's your
Fight me on it.
that's your favorite color, isn't it? So this is how I work with my dragons most of the time. I just start playing and building color and building and building and removing and going back and forth between it. So, alright, I'm doing something a little different. Usually I use a plate and apply some alcohol ink to it. But I didn't get a plate ready. No, because I don't know where to tell you to go find it.
Just paper plate.
Yeah, just paper plate. Oh, you're going to go downstairs? Oh, well, that works too in the kitchen. Duh. So he looks like a hot mess right now, and that's okay. Let's see. So the fun part about this is when you're using the masking fluid, when you're done with your piece, seal it up. And that actually helps out because you know how some alcohol ink, when you build up the color, like right in here, it gets really, really dark. If you touch it, sometimes you can transfer it onto your finger. So if you seal it real well, like a couple, 2 or 3 light coats, you know, with one of the matte spray sealers, let that dry, and then it kind of protects it from your fingers because your fingers will start rubbing the masking fluid off. Here I am trying to talk and draw at the same, or paint at the same time, and that's what's that's why the hesitation. And I'm just, right now, I'm just working on building up some color. So what color should we apply to this dragon? Any ideas? Votes? Let's see if we can get some colors coming through. Would the inks work on glass? Plus I'm working on a junk journal at the moment. Oh, cool!
Ooh.
We have dueling art projects. Yay! Alcohol inks love glass. They like slick surfaces. So that's definitely a plus plus. Now the question is what are you doing with that glass surface? And so that's always the kicker there. I mean, like for example, if it's ornaments, you know, that's going to be hanging up, you know, seal it and you're good to go. If it's a vase, you can probably do the same thing. And they've got, I would do a light spray sealer, and then maybe there's a Mod Podge that's glossy that you might be able to put on it so it's durable or even dishwash safe. If it's a table, well, that gets a little bit more interesting. You want something really, really durable, and alcohol inks are exactly what I would consider durable. So you may have to look into some of the clear primers and do that, and then I would recommend doing resin on top of it, so that way it can handle it. But that is my guesstimate. I have not tried that, but that's okay. I wonder if there's any votes on colors. Let's see. Ah, green. Somebody's voting for green. Okay.
Ooh, green dragon.
Mikey's like, I'm okay with green.
I'm a sucker for my forest greens.
You like forest greens?
Mm-hmm. I don't like really bright green, like lime green. I much prefer the subtle tones. Very nature-like. That's my thing.
That's your thing and you're sticking to it?
Mm-hmm. What about you? What green do you like?
I like the limes.
Really?
But I also like lime with a really dark, like a forest green or a blue green, because then the lime kind of pops and it makes all the colors work really well. So, all right, let's see if we can. And I am just working with this big old chunky of a brush right now. Just slowly adding a little bit more and a little bit more. Oh, we got another one that's a fan of greens. She says she agrees with Mikey.
Woo.
Another hair. Either I'm shedding a lot or somebody else is. You know, this is dark brown. I could blame you, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's my cue to leave.
No, don't leave. No, leave me. Okay. All right, so greens, huh? Let's see, I saw some. When working on large UPO, do you mount it on a board afterwards? You can, or you can even put it under glass, you know. But I would definitely put some weight down on it. Get a board that's slightly smaller than your UPO paper, so that way when you glue it down, and after it completely dries, you can trim it off so it's precise underneath. In other words, put your board down, put your UPO paper on top of it with whatever glue you put on there, let it dry, weight it down so it's nice and flat all the way around it. When it's completely dry, flip it over, put on a cutting mat, and that way you can get a nice clean cut edge on there. Of course, I'm demonstrating with my hands. Hopefully that works. Alright, let's start to bring in some greens. What kind of greens we got? I got lime, Mikey's favorite. No. There's a forest green. Let's see. Got a teal. Alright. I'm gonna get all different colors today. Well, sometimes that helps. I'm going to do a little bit of a blue over here. And give them to move, and then I can see what colors are at. Belinda says, no lime. Okay, so a lot
See, I'm not the only one.
So a lot of lime then, huh? Okay, got it.
It's too bright.
It's too bright. Well, they're gonna like start meshing together anyway. Because I am dealing with alcohol like Chanel. Yeah. Sure. I'm also dealing with paper plate that is slowly tilting anyway, and it's gonna. This is almost a dry brush going on here. Okay, where did my line go? Yep, it already blended. Okay. Yep, I added it right down the middle. You'll be okay. I promise.
I'll trust you.
You'll trust me?
I'll trust you.
All right, Mike, you want to check the chat? I gotta focus a little bit more.
No lime. Teal, yes. So far, so good.
Okay.
I don't want to leave you to it. I want to start finishing up that CNC.
You go work on the CNC? You're gonna abandon me?
Yep. You got this.
I got this? Okay. Alright,
I
get
think
out
I've
of
heard
here.
that from somewhere before.
Yeah, probably. So I've been real fortunate to be able to hang out with Mitch from Stonecoat over at Rhonda's pro class and stuff, and he's super nice guy, but he's also a bit of he's a comic, he's a little bit of a prankster, not necessarily pulling pranks, but just he's up to no good sometimes. And so he likes to pick on people and stuff, and so Rhonda, being the country girl that she is, we went to Bucky's in Seguin, and there was a bunch of cowboy hats over there, and he's a big dude. I mean, he looks like he's fresh off the football field. He's a big dude, and he goes and he gets a cowboy hat, and he comes over to Rhonda, and he goes, "Howdy, Mama," and he just did it with his accent, which, you know, he also lives in Oregon, and just about put me on the ground it was hysterical. And I went to Fredericksburg this weekend, and we went into a couple shops, and sure enough, there was a bunch of cowboy hats, and I could just hear Mitch in my hand going, "Howdy, man." He's a real nice guy. Definitely. You get a chance to say hi, tell him I said, hey, I sent you to come over there and say hi to him, because he's cool. Alright, let's get some of this darker green in here so I can bring up some cool colors there. I'm focused on watching you. I forget to type. While I'm focused on doing this, I forget to look up and see the chat. So if you're ever doing something where you have to draw and it's awkward for your hand, turn the page. Make it easy for yourself. Because, I mean, if your hand naturally wants to do this very nice and smooth, but you're kind of doing this, turn the page. If you can. I mean, if you can't, then, well, you know, do the whole stick your tongue out and make the awkward face and make it work. I just wanted to get some color on this guy so I can start shaping him. And that's the cool thing about alcohol inks with reactivating, you can kind of shape the colors around a little bit. I've got two dark. And then yes, I will have several brushes going on as they get so dark and dirty. I need a smaller one. Okay, give me a break. Why is it you can't find the right brush when you want to? There we go. This will work. I hope. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll create a stroke with the alcohol and then go and immediately dry it as fast as I can if I like how it looks. I am using, honestly, these are inexpensive Walmart brushes. They're the little crafty brushes. I've got the acrylic ones, the hair ones. I think they come in like little 10 or 12 packs. I just figured that alcohol's really rough on brushes, so I didn't want to use anything really super, super nice. So that's why I use them. So I don't destroy my nice ones, you know. I think him being a green dragon, he probably needs golden eyes. What do you think? Hey, Teresa! Alright, let's see. Bring in some dark colors. Yeah, I should have gotten the gloves. Definitely. The dragon on the geode. Did you send it to me directly or was it posted somewhere? This is Teresa's that's asking about the dragon on the geode. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I think I want to lighten them up in a couple of spots. So I'm dipping my brush into alcohol and then just smushing it down on to some paper towels, especially if I don't. Oh, you'll resend it? Oh, thank you. And then smush it down. Let me start that over again. Sorry, I got distracted in talking at the same time. So when I'm cleaning off my brushes, I'll dip them into alcohol, take it over to a paper towel, and then just let it sit there for a second. But I smush it down. The paper towel will pull it, the color out of the brush. So I don't usually go in and shake it up in the alcohol. I'll just dip it into the alcohol and then smash it down onto a paper towel. And I'm finding another hair, or one of the first ones. Right, I think I'm almost there. Now I'm just playing with removal a little bit, just to get some highlights. And somehow his little nostril got dark, light again, so we'll put some more shadow in that. A little bit of dark green in there. Kind of tie everything together. Okay, now let's see what we can do about these teeth. Let's see. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to do a whole lot with these teeth. I can do something with these horns. Just adding some color for right now, just to get something in there I can manipulate. Have any of you guys ever put together a product to put out? If you have, message me, because I have questions. Doing these alcohol dyes, I have found that there's a lot more to it than just putting them in a bottle, that's for sure. To the point that it's making me wonder, it's like, is this a direction I really want to go into or not? Let's see. I want to build up some more color in the background, I think. It's pulled away. Load the asteroid in blue on top. Not gonna mention what it looks like. Okay. You know, by saying you're not gonna mention what it looks like, you're kind of giving yourself out there. Just saying. Alright. There is a lot of color in this background. So I was thinking about putting some pinata on him, or should I put it in the background? What is your vote? We will let the peoples decide. And in the meantime, I'm going to add a little bit of color in with the scales, I think. I think I might incorporate some of this. No. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. I'm get away with this. Yes, I can. Haha. I'm uber focused, trying not to miss the little scales here. So doing the masking fluid is a cool way of being able to add designs to your background. Like say like your little girl did a design of just, I don't know, a tree or something like that. You could literally trace that design on the background and put the masking fluid on there, throw some color over it, peel the masking fluid off, and you've got your daughter's design. Okay, I had to bundle my hair. All kinds of excitement today. Where did that come from? I have no earthly idea. Okay. Alright, we want to put it in the background. Let's see now. Where is... Of course, I mentioned pinata, but where did I put it? There it is. Aha. I'm going to do some speckles. Why not? So there's a little bit more random, and hopefully oops, Stardust got all over the dragon. Order. Let's see. I was going to put a little into a cup. And I've got a fan brush here. Get some itty bitty little dots. Because why not? Okay, there's that. So let's see now. Kind of reminds you of an alligator dragon. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Okay. So let's see about doing... Or do I have some yellow? Please tell me I have yellow. Yes. The yellow. Oh, I don't want to drip it from this, but I will get a little brush. Maybe that'll work. going to start building up some orange in the eye. See if I can get that eye to pop a little bit. I'm holding my breath. You know, eyes, you get them wrong, they just look funky. All right. All right, let's see now. A little bit of black. Start working with the pupil. Start to add some shadow in here, make them really pop. And I'm literally dripping some black onto my brush and applying it that way. And holding my breath at the same time. You know, I hope you guys are okay with me going so quiet when I start focusing. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with that, but I just do that kind of thing. All right. We are almost ready. A little dimension in there, feather it out a little bit. Got a little bit of alcohol in this brush, not much, but just enough to soften some of these edges a little bit. All right. Let's see if I can tweak this out a little bit. I don't mind some color coming in. I just want to make it so it's not so obvious. Yeah, Belinda, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I like the big winged ones myself. I haven't figured out how to draw the Oriental ones, and I would love to learn to draw those. I just need to practice is what I need to do. So that will happen at one time because just I need to do that. I am going to move stuff to the side and give this a spray so that way I can reveal all the masking fluid underneath. Let's see. I have got a mess. There's just no way to go about it. You should see my room. All right. Yep. And the more I'm sitting on this, the more I'm thinking I need to do a little bit of gold somewhere else. Yeah, I can't stop fiddling. Okay, I'm almost to the point where I can walk away. Almost. Get in there. Promise. Or maybe. Forgot about these little scales over here. Uh-oh. Mikey's in the background. He's spying on me. Hey, Mikey. Okay. So I'm going to put a couple light coats of the archival spray in a mat. And this is just going to help seal it down. But it's also going to help me out with my grubby paws and not transferring a lot of icky color where I don't want it. So... I usually do this outside. It's going to stink up my studio, but that's okay. And this stuff is extra on the stinky side. going to try and clean off my hands a little bit. I'm now getting to the point where it's probably embarrassing for people when I go out to dinner with them with my colorful fingers. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Let's see, is there any more things? No. Alright, now for the fun stuff. I think that is definitely dry enough. Alright, so all you gotta do is start wiggling and pulling it up. Sometimes you can get a nice long skinny strip and it's a lot of fun. Sometimes. Oh dear. Do you want to help?
I'm good.
You're good? I was going to say,
you got this.
How's your grubby paws?
Pretty nasty.
Pretty nasty? I did some sketchy lines in the background, so we're going to see how well that idea worked. So you see how much I'm pressing on this to remove it? That if you see, I'm still getting color on my finger, but and that can transfer over to the nice clean white area. So that's why we spray it. So ideally, I would probably spray it, let it dry for like maybe a half an hour or so before doing this process. But it's alive. Everybody wants to see this stuff come off. See, it's already looking really cool. And I have little dots in here too. If I can get them all.
Freckles.
He's got freckles! Sir Freckles. So, as far as how long before I do the spray, it's basically how well the alcohol ink is dried. If you've got some areas in there that it's really built up, you know, I would probably wait till morning just to be safe, because that stuff can stay really tacky for a good chunk of time. But as you saw, I kept moving it around and moving it around, so there wasn't a whole lot of super build up there. Alright, here's some of the big scales. The small coming in. You hear the studio door opening up ever so slowly. It's like I am coming. Oh, and that little gold drop that I did right at the last minute on the scale looks pretty cool. So, Janice, I have to share this with you because you'll get a kick out of this. There was a few times on Artapalooza that I would work on a dragon, and of course I wouldn't get them done because, you know, it's only an hour long. And so Tish was giving me a hard time. It's like, are you ever going to finish one all in one time? You know, one during one episode? It's like, well, no. And then so I thought about doing it this way, and I was able to pull it off. I just had the whole drawing and all the masking fluid done ahead of time. So she quit giving me a hard time. Snicker, snicker. I had a friend of mine that hadn't done any art, and she was nervous about doing art. But her partner did do a lot of art, and so I'm like, we could do something that you can do. And so she drew her son's name on a board, and I had her do this masking fluid on top of it, and then we threw some alcohol ink on there. You know, it didn't take much for her to manipulate that and get a nice blend in the background. And I was torturing her with having to wait to peel up this stuff, and she was like ready to do it. It's like, no, we gotta get the camera set up. No. And I kept seeing her wanting to go over there and go start peeling it. And then I just started, you know, on purpose stalling just to give her a hard time. And it was, yeah, my mischievousness was coming at me. But she had that itch to peel so bad. My mama has that itch where, like, if I ever got a sunburn and I started peeling, you could just see her. Her fingers would be like, "Come here, come here." I was like, "No, come here." It would be like ASMR, except for there's like, I don't know, maybe there is a lot of scratchy sounds in there. Oh, funny thing on ASMR. So I've got some shorts that I did recently where I peeled some resin cups. And one of the sticks broke, and I decided when I edited it to put that stick at the very end. So you go through all the series of, you know, cups successfully peeling off, and then the last one like snaps and breaks off, and I just left it hanging there. And I got a nasty comment that kind of made me crack up. He goes, "That was not satisfying." Well, that looks cool. That turned out really good. I'm just trying to find all the leftover bits that I haven't done yet. Oh, there's a couple there. And sometimes the process of rubbing this off will remove some of the pencil marks too. Like it acts like its own eraser. You hear all the little bits? All right, we need to come up with a good name. Sir Freckles is what's coming to my mind. Getting there. I'm getting there. Lyle. The Jadester. Oh, with the Jade Dragon. I like that. Forest. Or should we just call him Gump? Or do you guys do this too whenever there's a time where you tell somebody that they need to run? You kind of like in your head say, run, Forrest, run. We do that around here all the time. I'm going to get all the little pieces off, which seem to take a while. Mostly by feel right now. Yep, there's a couple. Do you have any left over?
Yes.
We do have some left over? You see something else?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Oh, oop, there's some.
Totally knew that was there.
You knew that was there?
Yep. Tell me about it.
Alright, I think we're done. Yay! He's finished! Ooh. Ready for close-ups? I'll get you in close. Let's see.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep, thank you.
You can do it? But you're over there.
Yep.
Okay. Get in there.
Oh. I'm getting a rotation.
Need a dragon broom, right? Jasper. See upside down?
Oh, I'm getting a warning.
You're getting a warning?
Yeah. Rotation locked.
Oh no! Here, let me turn him turn him around.
Okay.
We'll do it that way. That's an easy fix. I'm still feeling bits.
That's just weird.
We're doing it while he's upside down?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me for this fun little project. Would you guys like to see more of this kind of stuff? Let me know. And especially down in the comments. Yeah, if y'all want to see more of this kind of fun art with a unveiling, we can definitely do more of that too. So, all right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Check out ClaraLawrence.com and all kinds of stuff we got going on there. Definitely go buy some stuff. Get some art, some shirts, blankets. Love you all.
Later.